Once upon a time, in the big city of Onitsha, there lived a man whose name was Anayo. Anayo was a very rich young man. He was uneducated. However, he made his money from selling building materials in the market. He started off by being an apprentice, and then, after 10 years of serving his master, he became a boss of his own. Anayo had a lot of shops where he sold building materials, but one thing was lacking in his life. Though he was rich, he was not married. Anayo had tried dating severally, but it all did not end well because he was not a sweet talker and he could not really express himself well. It was very obvious that he was an illiterate. Anayo's mother visited him unexpectedly one day. Anayo was excited to see his mother, but he knew that there was a problem, as his mother Enkay would always complain about him not being married. Anayo, my son, I wonder how you stay comfortably in this big house, no wife or children to run around. Anayo, get married and give me grandchildren. Anayo's mother complained. Mama, I have told you, give me time. Soon, I will get a wife. Anayo replied. Anayo, I give you 3 months. If you don't get a woman to get married to, I will get one for you from the village. There are a lot of them in the village. They make good wife. Anayo's mother Enkay said, Mama, do not worry yourself. I don't want you to get a wife for me. I will get one for myself. Anayo responded. Not long after, Anayo's mother Enkay went back to the village, and it was obvious that he only came to the city to remind Anayo to get married. Anayo did not want to get married to just any woman. He wanted to get married to a well-educated woman so that he would have someone who would help him understand the paperwork and finance of his business. It was during that time that Anayo met with Anurika. Anurika had just graduated from the university and was helping her mother to sell in their local restaurants. Anurika was very hardworking, and that was what made Anayo notice her in the first place, as he was a regular customer in Mama Anurika's restaurant. One day, Anayo went to the restaurant to eat when Anurika served him food. Thank you, Anayo said. You're welcome, sir. Anurika smiled. After he was done eating, he asked, Please, what is your name? My name is Anurika. No wonder you're always filled with so much joy. That's a beautiful name. Anayo complimented her. Are you a sales girl here? Anayo asked. Technically, no. My mother owns this local restaurant. So, I have been away from school all this while, but now I have just graduated from the university and I am waiting for my call-up letter for NYSC. Reason why I am helping my mother with her business for now, Anurika replied. At the mention of graduates, Anayo's eyes lit up because this was exactly his kind of woman. So, after that day, Anayo would always go to Mama Anurika's restaurant to eat so that he would get to see Anurika and interact with her. Not until one day, he gathered the courage and asked Anurika out. Anurika was skeptical about it at first, but later agreed to go out on a date with Anayo. See, Anurika, I want you to be my wife. Anayo went straight to the point. I don't understand you. You want me to be your wife? Someone that you barely know? Anurika said, looking shocked at the gods. See, Anurika, I don't want you to do boyfriend and girlfriend with you, he said in his typical local accent. I just want to marry you, Anayo said with so much confidence. Okay, I've heard you. Give me time to think about it, Anurika responded. After that day, Anurika started avoiding Anayo. Not that Anayo does not seem to be a good person, but because he was an illiterate and was uneducated, while she, on the other hand, was educated. But Anayo did not give up as he continued to plead with her to give him a chance and marry him. After 6 months of continuous persistence from Anayo, Anurika finally gave in, and in a short period of time, their wedding date was fixed. Anayo's mother, Enkay, was the most excited about Anayo getting married. The wedding ceremony between Anayo and Anurika was a very flamboyant one because, of course, Anayo was a well-to-do businessman. 1 year into their marriage, Anurika was yet to conceive, which made her really worried, and her mother-in-law, Enkay, was already on her case. One day, Enkay visited them unannounced. Welcome, Mama. You did not tell us you were coming, Anurika said. So, I need to take permission to come to my own son's house. Eh? Enkay said with an angry tone. No, Mama, at least it would have given us more time to prepare well for you, Mama, Anurika said. See, all I need right now are grandchildren who would welcome me and run after me whenever I am around, Enkay said. At this point, Anurika was broken because she knew that her mother-in-law's visit was not an ordinary one. Anayo was surprised to see his mother. Mother, this one you gave us a surprise visit. I hope all is well, Anayo said, feeling concerned. My son, I am only here to see why you and your wife are yet to give me grandchildren, she said. But Mama, you know God is the giver of children. But I am only here to remind you and your wife to get pregnant and give me children. Grandchildren, I need them. Not long after Enkay's visit, Anurika fell ill and it was confirmed that she was pregnant. Anayo and Anurika were more than happy to hear the good news, and of course, their prayers was finally answered. Anayo pampered Anurika and made sure she lacked nothing. He gave her all the support that she needed, both physically and emotionally. Finally, the long-awaited day came and Anurika's labor started. And then after what seemed to be a prolonged labor, she put to bed a baby girl. Just like it was customary, Anayo's mother, came for Omugwo, that is, a period where a woman who just gave birth is taken care of together with her newborn baby. Anayo's mother was happy that finally she had a grandchild. Enkay stayed with the family for 6 months, taking care of the baby. Enkay only focused her attention in taking care of Adanne, her granddaughter. After Adanne's birth, it did not take long for Anurika to take in again. Adanne was 11 months old when Anurika became pregnant for her second child. Inasmuch as Adanne was still a baby, Anurika was happy that she did not have to wait for a long time again before taking in. Anayo was happy as well at the good news And one day, he jokingly said, "This baby better be a boy oh, because I need a baby boy. At least you have given birth to a girl already. This one, I want it to be a boy." Anurika did not take his words to heart because she believed that irrespective of a child's gender, a child is still a child, whether male or female. When Anurika gave birth, the doctor informed Anayo, "Your wife has just put to bed a baby girl." Immediately Anayo heard the news, his excitement faded immediately. The doctor was concerned. "Sir, is there a problem?" No, but I was expecting the baby to be a boy, not a girl now." Anayo murmured to himself. "Pardon?" the doctor asked. "Nothing, don't worry," Anayo replied, pretending he had said nothing. Anayo did not hide his disappointment at all, as he was always angry at Anurika at any little thing. Anurika did not really understand the reason for his annoyance until one day Anurika decided to talk to Anayo. "My husband, since we got back from the hospital, you have been behaving somehow. You get angry at everything," Anurika said calmly. "Why won't I get angry? Just tell me why." I said I needed a baby boy and then you gave me a girl again," Anayo said angrily. "But I am not the one at fault now. I only gave birth to what you put in me. Or did I impregnate myself?" Anurika said. "Shut up your mouth! Shut up that dirty mouth of yours before I shut it for you. You foolish woman. You have the guts to talk back at me. Really? I take care of you. I give you whatsoever you want. And the least thing that you can do for me is give me a male child," Anayo said angrily. "Anayo, I just gave birth a month ago and I am not properly healed. Yet, all you can do is to complain that I gave birth to a girl, not a boy." Anurika started crying. She could not believe how insensitive her husband was, and so she decided that she was not going to pay attention to Anayo, but would rather channel her energy on taking care of herself and her newborn baby. As Enkay, her mother-in-law, did not bother to come for Omugo the moment she heard that Anurika gave birth to another girl. Anayo became persistent that he needed a male child. At first, Anurika did not give it a thought. Eventually, she got tired of the constant talking of having a male child from her husband. So, when their second daughter, Ifunanya, clocked 2 years old, Anurika started having the urge to get pregnant again, hoping that the child would be a boy, so that Anayo, her husband, can give her peace of mind in her marriage. I am tired of the way Anayo badly needs a male child. Maybe if I get pregnant and give birth to a boy, my marriage would go back to the way it used to be, Anurika said in monologue. However, Anurika got pregnant again. This time, she became scared that she might give birth to another baby girl. So, when the doctor suggested that she go for a scan to know the sex of her baby, she vehemently refused because she was too scared to know. During the time of her third pregnancy, Anayo reminded her that he needed a male child badly, and if she gives birth to one for him, he was going to buy her a brand new car to show appreciation. However, when Anurika gave birth to the third child, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. That was when all hell broke loose. Anayo was waiting for the doctor to break the news to him. "Your wife has put to bed a baby girl," the doctor said. On hearing the news, Anayo gave a long hiss and walked away from the doctor. The doctor was shocked and confused as to why such a good news could infuriate a man. Anayo never returned to the hospital or called Anurika to find out how they were doing. Anurika gathered her little savings and paid for her hospital bills. It was when she got to the house, Anayo told her to return back to the hospital with her baby. Useless woman, all you have in your womb is female children. Can't you see how useless you are to me? You and your children, you are very useless. Anayo's words got to Anurika so badly, and she wondered what wrong she had done to Anayo, giving him 3 beautiful daughters. Anayo tormented Anurika for giving birth to female children to the point that Anurika became depressed and had high blood pressure. Soon, Anayo transferred the aggression to the children. He would shout at them, scold them for no reason, and insult the hell out of them. One day, Anurika was fed up of the constant torture from Anayo. If I continue to stay in this marriage, one day I am going to slum and die. My children will suffer for it. My girls are my pride, and I don't want to ever lose them. Anurika thought to herself. One day, when Anayo came back from work, he started with his unending nagging. Anayo, I am tired of the way you treat I and our daughters, Anurika said. Our daughters or your daughter? Anayo fired at Anurika. Are they not our children? Anurika said. Your children, no, not my children. Anayo corrected her. Anayo said these words while the children were standing watching their father deny them. Anayo, I am done with you, Anurika said. Ah, thank you. In fact, you should know by now that I don't even care. Get out of my house, Anayo said. He went into the house and threw out all her belongings. Though Anurika was already tired of the marriage, she did not expect it to get to this point. However, she packed her belongings together with her 3 daughters and left the house. Anayo was glad that Anurika had not protested and left. So he informed his mother Enkay that Anurika was no longer in his life. What happened? Okay, my son, do not worry. There is one girl I have here in the village. All her sisters are in their husband's house and they all have male children for their husband. And I know that she would give you a male child also by the time you marry her. Anayo did not even reject the offer that his mother gave him. He accepted the offer with open hands because he needed to prove to his friends who have been laughing at him for having female children that he can also have a male child who will take over from him. Exactly 1 week after Anurika left the marriage, Anayo's mother Enkay brought in a girl from the village for Anayo to marry. Anayo was happy to have another shot at having a male child. Anayo promised Ndindi, the girl his mother had brought from the village, that he would marry her if only she got pregnant for him and give birth to a male child for him. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Anurika did not find it easy taking care of her 3 daughters. Things were very difficult for her, but she told herself that she would do whatsoever it takes to make sure her daughters were well raised and become something in life. Anurika started a small restaurant food business with the little money she had because she was a good cook and knew the business of cooking very well. People would come to her little local restaurant and buy food from her. It did not take long for Ndindi, the girl Enkay, Anayo's mother brought from the village to get pregnant. Her tummy soon started protruding, and Anayo was hopeful and prayed that the child would be a male child. Enkay, Anayo's mother, was around towards the end of the last trimester of Ndidi's pregnancy, as they were really hopeful. And when the D-Day came, Ndidi fell into labor and gave birth to a bouncy baby boy. There was great jubilation as Anayo could not contain his joy. His wish and his desire has finally come to pass. He was more than grateful to have a male child. Anayo so much loved his son, UCHE. It was evident that Anayo was more concerned about the baby than Ndidi. He had promised to marry Ndidi when she gives birth to a baby boy for him, but now he lost so much interest in her. However, he needed to fulfill his part of the bargain and marry Ndidi. So, a date was fixed for the wedding between Anayo and Ndidi. Ndidi had traveled to the village earlier in preparation for her wedding. Her poor parents were very happy that everything went well and Ndidi had birthed a male child for the rich businessman Anayo, and then preparations were ongoing. The following day was going to be the payment of bride price, and everything was set. The night before the wedding, Ndidi sat outside with her 8-month-old son Uchenna when a young man walked towards her. Getting close to her, he said, "Ndidi, so it is true that you gave birth. Ndidi, so you took my baby and gave it to another man to father, right?" The stranger said, "Shh! How dare you come to my house and accuse me of such? See, I don't know what you are talking about," Ndidi said with a harsh tone. "Ndidi, the last time I saw you, you told me you were 2 weeks pregnant, and then you came back to me that you had aborted the pregnancy and went to the city." The stranger insisted. "Just keep quiet. Stop shouting. Bring your voice down." Ndidi said, "You said I should abort the pregnancy. I did so. I aborted it. So I don't know what you are talking about," Ndidi said with a voice a little above whisper. The stranger looked at Ndidi and said, "I will be gone for now, but just know that I will come back for my baby," the stranger said as he disappeared into thin air. Tell me what you think in the comment section is going to happen next. And please do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more updates. Like this video please, and do well to share this video to your friends and your loved ones. Until I come your way again, for now, from me, it is bye.